So I've been running into an interesting problem lately where I've been afraid to post. And I never felt like I had this problem before because everything that I put out was so highly refined. Like all of the full length videos that I did were not scripted out, but, you know, pretty close. I would write out like everything that I was going to say and then turned it into like bullet points. And then by that point, I had practically memorized what I was going to say. And I would just need to kind of repeat it a few times until I said it the way that I wanted to. And then for all the shorts that I put out, for all the highlights, I was, very careful to only post highlights that I thought were actually exciting. There were so many other clips that I could have posted, but didn't quite reach my bar of, is this exciting enough or crazy enough or whatever. But yeah, so because of that high quality bar, I was only able to put out like a video a month, probably even less frequently than that. And ever since I posted my final pickleball video, which was on January 6th, I've been working on my next full-length YouTube video, which is coming soon. It's nearing completion. But yeah, I just have so many other ideas that I want to talk about, and they just keep going into my phone notes. So what I did was I tried to create shorts. I bought the Osmo Pocket 3, and I thought that I could just, quickly take videos with the ideas that I had in the moment and then post those. But I've been afraid to post. And I'm not exactly sure why. Like, I have a good idea of why. Like, maybe I just don't think the ideas are, good enough. Or, maybe the camera angle and the lighting and the audio aren't like at the best quality that I can offer. But really, I think the issue is, sorry, I'm kind of sick right now, but so something that Vanessa Lau talks about is, I think she got this from somebody else too, but feeling safe to be seen with your ideas. And I feel like currently I only feel safe to be seen with my ideas when it's like highly refined, like in my full length videos. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing because I'm still able to post. It just seems like my comfort level is still restricted to highly refined content. And I'm slowly working on, being able to post more spontaneously, like without having to do the full YouTube setup. And I don't even know if that's really necessary. But I just feel like if I'm only able to post refined videos, then I'm restricted to only posting like once a month maximum. And that's really going to be slow for my YouTube growth. Like, I need to be able to post more often than once a month. And I don't know how other people do like posting schedules. Like, some people have like a once a week posting schedule. And I'm like, how do you have time to think of the ideas and, film everything and edit well? Like, it's mind-boggling. I could never do once a week at that level. So the alternative for me was, okay, it seems like I have this minimum threshold for at least production quality to make myself feel comfortable and confident. Yeah, so because I talked about this in the podcast I recorded yesterday, but like I tried an hour-long podcast, just sitting on the couch, no fancy lighting, and I looked at it and I was like, dang, I do not look good here. And then, I've done shorts with the Pocket 3 that I was like so close to being able to post, but there was something holding me back. Like, I feel like if I posted it out of nowhere, it wouldn't really make sense, because the last video that I posted was like the final pickleball video. So I feel like if I started making full-length videos again, about the new topics that I want to talk about, and then I feel like I could post those types of quick, Pocket 3 videos. So maybe that's still on the table. Still working up to that. But yeah, so like part of it is like the production quality, and then the other part is the content quality. And like I said, I have so many prompts in my phone, and I feel like they're good ideas. Like, not in terms of like overall brilliance, but in terms of like, I think they are useful insights on while I'm like on this journey that other people could see and potentially learn from or relate to, as somebody who's like doing it right now. Like, I'm still in the early stages, so like it would be useful it would be useful to somebody that is like wanting to start, or like just about to start, or something like that. Because this is definitely an unforeseen problem of like, being afraid to post. Like, that's crazy. You want to be a content creator, but you're afraid to post videos. And I think I'm just learning that there are different levels of quality that you're able to put out, and you have to balance that with the frequency at which you want to put out content. Because once a month is so infrequent, and like some people, like, how they say, I feel like in the past, people would always say, if you want to be a content creator, you literally like you have to be one of those people that just don't care what other people think, and you can just be yourself completely from the get-go, and you just post videos about yourself all the time because you don't care. I think that's kind of unrealistic for most people. Or maybe like those people do exist and they don't overthink things at all. But those people shouldn't be the only people posting content. Like, they're going to have a very specific style of, spontaneity. And like people like me, like, I would love to be able to make more planned content, where I'm putting my full effort into providing information or like a story, but like on the back end, I am working really hard to sequence the information in like the best possible way, and also to make the information as concise as possible so I'm not rambling. Because I feel like making a video in itself is pretty tough, because you're always wondering, like, am I going to lose the audience at this point? Sorry, I'm still sick, but like, for example, when you're writing the intro, like, that is the most important part of the video, because most people like will click into a video, and then if their attention is not grabbed, and then two, if the ideas are not clear and they're not well sequenced, and like the video creator is just going off on all these tangents, people are going to click off because they don't know what you're trying to say. So yeah, I spend a lot of time, condensing ideas and then sequencing. I forgot where I was going with this, but yeah, so I would like to do more of that, but because I have a full-time job and I need to exercise most days, and then, like make dinner, cook dinner, buy dinner. Like I only have like a few hours a day to do anything creative if I have energy left over. So I am warming up to this solo podcast format where, I'll think about prompts throughout the day, and like this one, for example, being afraid of posting and balancing that with content quality. I feel like I already know the information. Usually I'll have a good enough idea of the topic in my head, like good enough for me to be able to write it in my phone. But then I'm like, okay, if I already have all these if I already have all these ideas that I'm writing into the phone, why can't I just talk about it in the moment? Because, like they say, inspiration is perishable. If you have an idea and you're excited about it, like right now, you should create the thing in the moment, because no matter how good the idea is, after a certain amount of time passes, I feel like you'll look at it again and it won't give you that spark or that feeling that you had. Sorry. And yeah, so like if I had a really good prompt or like a really good video idea, and then I wasn't able to really, like, I would have to work on the video and release it like a month later. Like there's just no way that the idea would be as fresh as it would have been if I had just talked about it in the moment like I'm doing now. Like today was a great example of that. So I was, playing around with the YouTube setup last night, and I did like 2 solo podcasts last night, and one of them was the bad production quality one with my whole life story that I'm not going to post. But then like today, when I woke up, I was thinking about that topic, and the setup was already here, and I thought, why don't I just, instead of writing it down on my phone notes, why don't I just record it? And part of that is having a recording setup that is almost like permanently set up. So all you have to do is like turn it on or turn a couple things on and then like record, which is tough because I live in a 1-bedroom, and like this is like my living room. Like this is my couch. Right there is my TV. And, that's the window, and there's not a lot of space over here. So I don't feel like I can, have this set up all the time. And part of enabling yourself to do habits that are good for you or that align with your goals is making it really easy for yourself. And I feel like I've made it as easy as I possibly could have. Like this mic stand can stay here all the time. My laptop is on this little coffee table. But the camera, so funny thing about this camera, it's like it's pointing straight out the window, and like low key it's pointing directly at somebody else's like apartment window. So I don't like leaving the camera here because I don't want them to think I'm like just recording them. So I usually move the camera, and then my lighting situation, it's like this big light on wheels, so I can just move that over. It's not too hard. I already have it in like the perfect position. Anyways, I'm just making excuses because this is a really easy setup. I do have to like, move the camera over and like adjust it, but I don't think that's as big of a deal as I think it is, because as long as I can align it in OBS, it's fine. So yeah, so I'm just trying to make this really, really easy for myself. All I have to do is turn on OBS and hit record. And yeah, I hope this was helpful to anybody out there that's thinking about making content, because yeah, I'm thinking about this stuff all the time, of like how to balance work, life, and side projects. And because we all have limited time and energy, so I'm just always thinking about how to optimize. And yeah, this is the video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and let me know if you thought this was helpful or if you have any questions, and I will answer them. All right, see you.